Hey, what's up everyone? It's the Pepper Ranger, and today I'll be doing another garden tour, a little grow update. It is the 4th of June, and peppers were transplanted on the 12th of May. They underwent some frost damage and extreme heat this past week. It got up to like 91 a couple days, but they're hanging in there. Seen a lot of new growth, so let's go check it out. Alright, so here is the Caatinga plant. I'm having some issues with it dropping a bunch of these lower leaves. Not exactly sure what the issue is. Thinking it may be a bit of overwatering and poor drainage right there in the corner. We shall see. Here is a large pod mutant variegated. So you can get a close-up of these flowers. Really neat. Pods are looking a little wonky. We'll see if there's any seeds in those. Here's the Matapino mutant that is just stunning. A couple Matapino plants. It's a Devil's Claw crossed with a NINFADORA. Bunch of flowers in there. Really cool looking foliage. Peach Ghostly crossed with a NINFADORA. Again, foliage looks awesome. Seeing a lot of flowers. This is a yellow ROCOTO. I think we have a couple pods forming. We're gonna get some cooler weather here in Ohio, so only like mid 70s, low 70s. So these ROCOTO plants are gonna love life. They've done actually really well, even in the heat. Not really seeing a whole lot of wilting. They're keeping their flowers. They're actually setting fruits. So I don't know if it's just this side of the house or what, but here is a Ranger ROCOTO F2 from the Chili Crosser, and it is just, I would say, loaded for a ROCOTO plant. But I mean, we got fruits forming everywhere, so really beautiful. There's another Ranger ROCOTO. Couple fruits here. These were on when we got some of those frosts, so I'm not sure how they're gonna do. This one's a little bit, actually it's not too bad right now. This one, for whatever reason, has had a lot of issues with retaining moisture, and so I seem to have to water a lot more. Here's a chocolate ROCOTO cross. Cool looking pods. Let's see. And then over here is a yellow ROCOTO. And you can see, like, it started out kind of spindly, kind of like these other ROCOTO plants. And then now we're getting a ton of new growth here in the center, so that's cool. And then we'll move along to this bed. It's kind of a mixed batch of things doing well, things kind of struggling to get their footing. So here is Habanada Cross. It is trying to fruit. We might pluck those here. Pepper Geek just put out a video about what you should do early in the season every single day, and that's pluck flower buds. I do that on some plants, and other plants I just let go. But here is a Trinidad Moruga Scorpion White crossed with a chocolate sativa, or not sativa, wow, a chocolate SAVINA. Mixing of two worlds here. Here's a Tiger BB Peach. I was actually gonna kind of scrap these plants because they were not looking good at all, but the new growth is looking okay. Some of that burn was from when we got a frost. This is the Midwest Eclipse. Incredibly dark pods and foliage, and beautiful purple flowers. But yeah, tons of pods here. I want to say that they're supposed to be more like Thai pepper, like I can't even think, Thai bird's eye or Thai dragon, I guess. More long, but these are kind of almost like Count Dracula like pods, just a little bit thinner. So we'll see. Here is a Thunderstorm. Looking a little bit worse for the wear, but That's all early damage, and we're seeing some new growth. And then this is a beautiful Midwest Midnight. A couple of PEPPADEW plants, so doing really well. These guys were pretty small to come out and have since just gone crazy with growth. Ahi Guyanas are kind of struggling to take off, but really starting to see new growth here. This one sustained some early frost damage, but has since bounced back. This is Fadas White crossed with No Heat Primo, my own cross, and that's what this is as well. If you haven't noticed yet, I'll point it out. I have not gotten any mulch down yet. I've been super lazy and incredibly busy, and so we'll get those eventually. But here's a Jay's Pink crossed with a Reaper Lemon. And then here's another Fadas White No Heat Primo. Coming around here, we have an Ahi PEPPAPEACH flowering, looking pretty healthy. And then these 4 plants here are Brazilian Starfish crossed with a PEPPAPEACH. And then we have a Zabrange. This pod is maybe going to ripen in the next month. If it's anything like Sugar Rush Peach or some other Pecadums, we'll probably have quite a while, but plant's looking good, still putting out flowers. And then another Zabrange. We have 2 tiny Orion plants, but these things always get super huge. This is a Purple Gum Yellow Bright from Brian Townsend. The Hulk from Matt's Peppers, looking awesome. These are like 4 Gator Jigsaw plants, F7. DOUGLAH Inception V2, also from Brian Townsend. And then a 7-pot Primo, No Heat. Not peppers, so don't care. Just kidding. Green beans, and then some yellow beans. Planted some more here, so did a little bit of succession planting, which is smarter than what I did last year, and just planted a half bed of those beans, and did not know what to do with them once they all ripened. Planted a little bit of carrots here. Some of them have come up, some of them have not. So I'm excited for those. And then these 3 plants are paprika variety. Seeds from Fish. Dark Thai, which sustained, actually, and so back to this paprika plant, got really bad frost damage and was a twig, and has since had a ton of new growth. And you'll see that with this next bed coming up as well. And that's including this Dark Thai, almost a complete twig, and then now we're getting all of these crazy offshoots. So it should be a huge bushy plant. Same thing with this King Star Peach STARRKIST. I think it's time to remove this leaf. But yeah, a ton of new growth. Same with these guys. The lemon Starburst are not looking as good, but still super early. Plenty of time to bounce back. This one is looking a little bit better with some new growth. These are GANZO Peach F4 from Fadas Peppers. And then my own cross, White Thai, crossed with a Peter Pepper. And so when I first transplanted, we had flowers on the plant, and I had noticed that they were drooping down. And so that tells me that the cross was successful, because it's just an F1, but that the original cross was successful because White Thai flowers are sticking up, and point up. So excited to see what those fruits look like this first season. Over here we have a Thunder CACHO brown, and here is one of the crazy looking pods on it. They're usually supposed to be a little bit thinner than this. In pictures I've seen, they're supposed to be kind of like a Thunderbound Longhorn, so not this thick. But I got 2 plants growing here, so we will see. This one's looking a little bit thinner. I know it's super early and hard to tell, but I'm excited to see. TESTANERA chocolate. I'm really curious to see how this one turns out. Super dark foliage, so it'll be cool to get some chocolate pods on that. And these next 3 sustained quite a bit of damage. This was an awesome looking chocolate Premotali that the frost really got to it, and it really looked like a hornworm had kind of eaten everything off once all the foliage died off. But tons of new growth, so that'll be a huge plant. Same with this Hellboy. It was beautiful when I transplanted it, and then the frost got to it. And then this chocolate Gator Jigsaw chocolate habanero F3, same deal. And then this Gator Jigsaw chocolate habanero F3 also has a bunch of pods on it. Looking way off pheno right now, especially this guy, but this one is super gnarly, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. And then that's it for the peppers. We just have this pineapple tomato plant, which sustained heavy frost damage, as you can see with these branches, but tons of new growth. I need to really stake these and do some more pruning. San Marzano, getting huge. I think it's starting to flower. Yep. Another San Marzano, and then 3 broccoli plants. That's it for the beds. I'm going to show you a couple of the planters that I have on my outdoor furniture. So here is a 7-pot Primo that I got from a local greenhouse. I think this one is Devil's Claw crossed with an NINFADORA. But that foliage is awesome. Planter 3D printed by Grumpenstein 3D. And this is a Matapino Mutant, struggling to kind of find its footing, but we are seeing some new growth right in the center there with a squatty pot. Oops. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Planning on having a child here soon, so I might not have an update for a little bit, but I will keep you guys updated and let you know how things are going. That's going to be it. Thanks. Bye.